Hello and welcome back to Cinders. We've just been called into Carmosa's office to get the ever-loving shit beaten out of us. You called me? Yes, I did. Come in and close the door. I'd like you to explain something to me. I've just asked my daughters about what happened during my absence, and, to my surprise, I've got two conflicting descriptions. Could you please explain to me how you did spend the last 2 days? I'd rather not. I visited friends in town and did some things I planned to do. You could say I took 2 days off. So I have heard. I am still wondering as to the nature of the liberties you took when I wasn't here to direct you. I certainly hope you did not do anything foolish. However, one of my daughters assured me that you're much too level-headed to make a mistake like that. She did? Yes, I also thought it was unusual of her, so I'm letting this slip. But enough about this. This isn't the topic I wanted to speak to you about. It has to do with my plans for our family. 2 days from now, I will point at this light fixture just like I'm doing right now, and I want you to croak like a frog. 2 days from now, a grand ball will be taking place in the royal palace. Any royal business is very important, of course, but this particular ball will be very important, even for His Royal Highness. It means very careful preparations. The Royal Masquerade. I might have heard about it, yes. Oh, you have? This is very surprising indeed. It is? Is it? Is it? It is? Recently I've learned that it isn't that difficult to obtain sensitive information. One simply has to pay attention to what is going on around them. Watch carefully who is meeting with whom. Especially when it comes to certain shady-looking characters fetching rumors like a trained hound. Really? Well done, then. Perhaps you are not as thick as I thought. Let's hope you'll forge this little success in collecting information into a permanent quality. A quality which I'm sure you'll find useful in life. Being well-informed surely beats being kept in the dark. Folks say that truth shines like light and ignorance is the darkest night. It's a fitting comparison. After all, night is the time of fear, vulnerability, and powerlessness. I learn quite a few things these days. I feel much safer and more powerful already. What matters here is that the ball is very near and there is little time left. It means that I will be expecting our entire family, and I do mean all of us, to give their best. By which I mean complete obedience. No questions, no dramas, no nonsense. This is much too important an event to be spoilt in such a silly way. Very well. And what is my part in this plan, then? Will I be going to the ball as well, member of our family that I am? Don't be absurd! Royal affairs aren't your arena. I see. Then what is my arena, ma'am? Why, the house, of course! If everything goes smoothly, the ball should mark the point of our family coming back into high society. And that means one thing: guests. We will need combined effort to make the residence spotless, but your role in this will be crucial. I see, my lady. Would you also like me to hide in the wardrobe or pretend I'm a statue when the guests come? Or maybe being a statue would pose too much of a competition for your charming and intelligent daughters. I understand your anger and your reasons. Now you must understand mine. I put much time and effort into creating this opportunity for my daughters. I will not let them be upstaged by anyone. You may play all sanctimonious with me now, but either now or in 10 years you'll understand my perspective, and you will agree with my decision. Also, I don't see a single reason to yield to your complaints if all I get from you is recklessness and childish moods. Start supporting the family, and maybe the family will do the same for you. You like to refer to all of us as family, but only if it means I have to do something. Don't get melodramatic, girl. You sound like a bad novel. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to prepare 3 young ladies for the ball organized by the future king. Do you have any idea how much a decent dress costs these days? No, of course you don't. You know how I'm gonna pay for mine? In fairy. Should I mention I know about the money problem? I'm not going to. I mean, what the fuck? Why should I? She already knows I hate her guts. Why should I mention the money problem? I mean, no. I'm not gonna say shit. Of course, how could buying a dress for the daughter of the rightful owner and head of the house be proper? Listen to me, girl, and listen good. I am the rightful owner of this house. And as unfortunate as it may be, your father, bless his soul eternal, is dead. No mother would put an orphan before her own children. I am not just some orphan. And contrary to your real children, I am not afraid to think and speak for myself. You're truly blind if you can't see my potential and how useful I could be. Also for you. What did that extra piece have to do with anything? Enough of this idle chatter. We have a very important task ahead of us and little time left. Since you're thinking so highly of yourself and your skills, why don't you show us your pragmatic side and start cleaning the house and helping with preparations? That's it? Do you really believe that is all I can be good at? Demon, snap out of that constant daydreaming, girl, and start paying attention. Do you think that even if you were lady of this house, you wouldn't need to keep it clean? Are you really selfish enough to believe that? Besides, the terrible burden of dusting and doing the dishes is minuscule in comparison with my responsibilities. Be grateful for having such a simple life. Oh yes, very great. Shush! Not a word! Get the girls together and call the servants. Wait for me in the hall. I will bring you your orders in a moment after I've masturbated. Are they sitting? Several hours later, they've turned into midgets. Finally! It's so clean you could positively dine from it. I'm tired, but it's still better than washing all those dishes was. I hate doing dishes. She's been back for little more than 1 hour, and here we are, scrubbing the floor on all 4s. Cleaning the windows. Polishing silverware. Twice. And dusting. Dusting everything. And did I mention doing the dishes? You might have. I hate that. You know what I hate? I hate the fact that I am here while my dear, charming, and wise beyond her age wonder of a sister is upstairs. Playing the little princess she will never be and trying on that ridiculous dress Carmosa bought her. First of all, you never saw that dress. And second, who knows? Maybe the prince will fall in love with her and you'll end up being the queen's sister. I doubt even that amount of noble blood can make a person dense enough to fall for Gloria. Although, maybe if she kept silent? You're terrible. Besides, for all we know, the prince could be denser than lead. Also, I didn't know you cared about balls and dresses. I care about balls, believe me. Compared to this, I think I prefer the royal circus. Sophia, I need to thank you for putting in a word for me when you spoke with Carmosa. I appreciate it. I'm not sure she was the one who did it. They are trying to cast a sinister light on her by not saying who said it, but that's also Carmosa, whatever. Don't mention it, and don't overestimate my goodwill. I find myself just as surprised by my behavior as you are. I'm sure some dark power possessed you that brief moment you actually did something nice for another person. Anyway, I appreciate it. What are you two blabbering about this time? Wondering why the hall isn't sparkling yet? Well then stop talking and get to work. This place has to be worthy of the Emperor! You seem very confident that people will suddenly crave visits to our house, Mother. Just because they will have met us at the ball? Will they be so taken by Gloria's charming sense of humor and my kind and sunny disposition?
There goes my wonderful Sophia, always heavy as a storm cloud. Are you finished? Because there's work to be done!